everybody, I'm Tara.
I'm Chris.
From Crooked Row, and today we are going to talk about abundance. Abundance. This is a topic that should be talked about now. You should be planning already in positive forward thinking that you're going to have major abundance. And so in having major abundance, you kind of have to scale out and figure out, one, where you're going to put that abundance, but two, what abundance you need. Like, go ahead.
What kind of crops you want to plant for your garden, what kind of things are going to give you the fullness of your diet, sweet potatoes, squash, beets.
Winter squash. Yeah. So anything that can go in a cellar is going to be your long-term storage items. So like cabbage, like Chris said, potatoes, sweet potatoes, beets, your root vegetables, all of those things, those are going to be long-term storage without being canned or frozen. So like everything can end up being long-term storage, but it's also going to be a matter of how much work we want to put into it, right?
Yes.
So we love to plant sweet potatoes because sweet potatoes we pull out of the ground, we sort of dust them off. They have like a 2-week curing period, and then we're done. We like pack them away. They're good, right?
Yes.
So we do that, but we start to plan for certain things. Like we eat plenty of butternut squash in this house, and even vegetable spaghetti is also another one that we utilize a lot. Those things you just clip and put in cool storage, like not cool like the refrigerator, but it's a little warmer than the refrigerator. And they're good. We're eating them right now. We've got a bunch in our kitchen. I hope that I'm going to be able to film some of that and show you how we cook up some of these things. But the important thing right now is our growing season. And so we are, like today, we're going to start a bunch of peppers. I mean, serranos, poblanos. This is one I thought Chris would like. Don't say what it is. Shishito, orange ones. That's orange sweet peppers. We've got, I don't even know how to pronounce that. How do you pronounce that?
Santaka.
Candy cane, chocolate cherry, Megatron. But we're going to start peppers today, as many as we can. Peppers are not, I don't think, are a food of abundance. Now, why I say that is because clearly we're not going to live on peppers. Peppers go well with a main source of food. So they go super well in soups and stews and stir fries. And I know that
sandwiches.
Sometimes
burritos.
We love to snack on them, don't we?
Yeah.
Chris loves to take like a slice of sweet bell pepper and put it with a little skinny slice of cheese, and he eats those together. And so peppers are something that we grow pounds and pounds and pounds of it, and I usually slice them up and I put them away. All these different peppers, like the serranos, the shishito, the ancho, like all of these things, these are going to be dried and turned into chili powder. And so from that perspective, that is a spice at that point. And so is it going to be something that sustains the family through winter? No, but it certainly makes fajitas very, very good.
Very good.
So important crop. We're also going to be starting a lot of our herbs today, and one cute little flower. I guess it's a flower. Yeah, it's celosia. Yeah. So it's something that a good addition to the garden. We're also doing stevia, lemon balm, and dill. But those things, again, are not the foods of abundance. And so we will, as the season progresses, we'll be you'll see us doing larger and larger amounts. So like there is nothing like potatoes. Potatoes and corn, actually. Potatoes and corn take up most of the garden, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Beans are another great one too, but beans are something that you can't just store in cold storage. You have to actually do something with those. You have to can them, you have to freeze them. There's things you have to do to them. So we try to make the bulk of what we do things that aren't going to take all of our time away. And so I feel like they're easy crops.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in order to have that abundance, you really do have to play with how things are grown. So if you don't have a grow room, winter sow. Please winter sow. Winter sow is so good because you're working with, these are miniature little greenhouses that are working with Mother Nature. You leave the caps off of them so that it still gets moisture. It sitting in snow is absolutely fine because it would if it was in the ground. You do it with hardy perennials, hardy annuals, and some biennials. Well, almost all biennials. And you allow that to just, I call it set it and forget it. Because the only thing that you have to do is every once in a great blue moon, which we have so much snow on the ground, we wouldn't have to do this, but every great blue moon, you just make sure that soil is not dried out. And outside of that, you set it and forget it. Whereas we are getting ready to fill up some seed trays with our peppers and our herbs to get those started. And those are going to be, in the green room. No, not green room. Those are going to be under the grow lights.
Yes, in the grow room.
Yes, the grow room. And so the grow room is going to allow us to get a jump start. You have to have a jump start on peppers. So if any of you are looking to grow peppers and you are in a zone 6, definitely start your peppers now. So they need plenty of time to get some growth on them, and then we can once it's warm, we can put them out into the garden. But so today that's what we're going to do, along with talking about abundance. We also had another little Leo.
Yep.
We had another baby. And so we now have 4, and we have one mama left who really looks like she has twins. So we're waiting for that to happen, right?
Yep. One more to go.
And then what are you gonna do over here?
Yeah. So the snow that has fallen is, I think it's kind of sliding off to one side here, and so we've got a massive drift over here on the side, and I'm kind of concerned it might damage the greenhouse. So we're going to, or I'm going to try to knock that off.
So while I am doing my seed trays, Chris is gonna go try and get that snow off. So we are gonna get started. So you ready to get to it?
Let's do it.
Okay, well, I lost my partner in crime. Chris had to run and take Elijah to take an exam. So I'm just gonna get started on some of our winter sowing. And I've wetted down seed starting mix with compost in it. And I'm just gonna fill these up and I'll tell you about the seeds I'm gonna plant. Okay, I am finished. I have 3 trays of 70 that are completed. And I have 6 of the winter sowing jugs all done. And this is how you have abundance. And so I just wanted to kind of reiterate, I know that Chris and I already talked about it at the beginning of the video, but as I was putting the seeds in and thinking about all this, I want to be sure that people understand that winter sowing goes with nature. And when you start seeds indoors under light and heat, that gives you a jump on the season. And we utilize both. I hope that you guys utilize both of those, because this is how you have staggered planting throughout the year. This is how you have plants that are already popping up. You can always plant seeds in the ground, but you can't ever go back and start them early. So I hope that you understand that in order to have abundance, you really need to have a staggered planting style. I'm not saying that you have to do it exactly like we do, but we still have, I mean, when people were going crazy because this storm had blown in and literally the shelves were empty in stores, I had people calling me who were at Kroger's and were freaking out because there was no food. But we don't worry here because we always have food. And so whether it's in our greenhouse here under cover, or if it's in our stores in the house, I mean, we are pretty secure with food. I want you to feel secure with food too. So starting a garden or having raised beds, just however you can do this. Maybe some of you only have enough room to do animals. Animals are a very good way to sustain yourself as well. We have the sheep and the chickens, and then of course we have the half-acre garden. So with the half-acre garden though, I mean, we have 6 people in our family, and 2 of those people are great big wrestling boys. So they're like 4 people. And so we have a lot of mouths to feed here, but we do it pretty successfully. You know, no one's hurting for food on our farm. So I want you to have the same confidence in the fact that if you get started early, even if you don't get started early, you can still stagger plant. You can have just plant seeds right in the garden when your last frost happens. After your last frost, you can go ahead and just plant spring, not plants, but seeds right straight into the garden. That works too. We do that, plus we get a jump on it. Plus we also try to have a fall garden too. So there's, what's that phrase? There's many ways to skin a cat, half a dozen ways to skin a cat, or something like that, which is so gross. But anyway, I just want you guys to have the confidence to go ahead and start your plants any way that you actually can, because there are people who put them in solo cups and start them on top of their refrigerator. They don't have these big setups, and I just feel like everyone should be gardening, and I hope that you are gardening this year, because this year is going to be the year of abundance. So remember, if we can start our abundance now, anybody can. Thanks. Bye.